different. He is a commendable student and an outstanding person. His contributions to the L.A Matheson community are extensive. He is a person who always accommodates for the betterment of others. He is a recipient of the Director's Award in the music program. He is an accomplished musician and vocalist. He is dependable, honest, respectable, and hardworking. Students with varied interests see him as a leader because of his integrity. He also impresses staff with his determination and dedication. Congratulations to Mr. Wesley. At this time, I ask Wesley to come and address his class.
Hold on, let me just put this into the back. There, that's better. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, students and friends, and welcome to the final moments of our youth and freedom. Now, I know this may be very cliche, but there are a few very special things that must be said right now, and I'm sure the rest of the graduates know about this as I've already told them about it. So first of all, we must thank our arms for always staying by our sides. And then there's our legs for always supporting us through everything. Oh, and don't forget about the fingers because we can always count on them. But of course, there's all of you in the audience. Friends, family, teachers, and peers alike that have done all these for us. You've constantly stayed by our sides, supported us from below, and let us count on you, just to bring us up to where we stand today. And right now, we're standing on the edge of a cliff, in danger of falling into the unknown future of what lies beyond high school. But right now, we stand here, as the graduating class of L.A Matheson 2016. I'm very thankful and honored to be given the opportunity to stand here and represent the class in recounting the past few years that we have shared together, a chance I plan to fully take advantage of. So, let me take you back to grade 8, when we swarmed the school, grazed through the peace, and made most of our teachers swoon in terror. We had emerged as the kings and queens of our elementary schools, and soon lost the anxious and nervous feelings we held when we first entered Matheson. We made our arrival in the school a public announcement when we actually managed to take over an entire wing of the school and named it the Grade 8 Hallway. But enough of our shenanigans. It took us a little less than a year to realize that high school was a puzzle. If we turned the pieces of this puzzle in an unplanned direction, it would get messier and harder to solve. But we continued into grade 9, nevertheless, turning our puzzle pieces in every direction possible, and generally messing it up even more. All of us became more concerned with what we wore, who we hung out with, and less concerned about who had more Pokemon cards. I don't know about that one. And then we hit grade 10. We'd all become accustomed to the high school life by now. And by this time, a few of us figured that, with the provincials coming up, we should start tampering with our puzzles a little bit and try to figure out how to complete it. To our horror, we were not facing one provincial. No, we had three provincials. I'm sure there were those of us that were panicking, to say the least. Our puzzles were blurry and hazy, fragmented memories of the first 2 years of high school. And this year, grade 10, passed in a blur as well. And it kind of went something like this. Before we could even figure out what had happened, it was over. And at the end of the year, a little bit more of the puzzle was solved. And before we knew it, bam! Grade 11. We were upperclassmen, entitled to more influential powers than before. We became more of a leader than a follower, but we also realized that this puzzle was no joke. It had gotten harder, tougher, more intricate to solve. More and more of us began to look at our puzzles, figuring out how to put the pieces together. It was all fun and games, until we began to realize the responsibility given to us as we faced senior year, grade 12, the last year of high school. Now, if set up right, grade 12 wouldn't be as complicated as the previous years, because most of us don't even have a fourth period. But there is a very important thing that all of us had to go and get out of the way before we finish school here. Let me describe this to you all briefly through a very simple analogy that all of us sitting here on stage has gone through at one point or another in the past 4 years of high school. So imagine being very anguished. Why? Because you are in high school as a typical teenager, and you're about to ask your crush out. See, while we were in high school, we all faced romantic dilemmas, getting asked out and doing asking out. We've all been through this sometime or another. Or maybe we've just done some admiration from afar. But regardless of what we did, we've all been through the throes and woes of love and romance. Anyways, you've got this entire plan, a whole proposal laid out for this special person. And finally, you decide to ask them out on a date. We as teenagers, we all know what this feels like. Being nervous about the response they give us, worried that our heart will be broken, and not wanting to lose an amazing love in our life. But finally, you muster up the courage, submit your proposals to them, and nothing more can be done. And your crush, what do they say? They look at you, dead in the eyes, and they say, you know what, let me get back to you in 4 months? And this, my friends, is what applying to university and college is like. Some seek the perfect school, some wait for attractive offers by certain other schools, or some of us may look at a school and think, I'm not getting in there, so I won't apply. For many of us, this nightmarish task of applying to post-secondary schools ended too soon. And for the rest of us, it dragged out for much too long. Either way, we were all stressed over the applications, and we're definitely glad when we were done with them. Well then, imagine us struggling to apply for those scholarships. Whew. So here we stand, at the end of our high school journey. The puzzle is finally solved. And as we prepare to take the first step into our next adventure, which is an even more complex puzzle. Tonight, we stand together as Matheson, one last time, to show the world what our voice sounds like, what we hope for, how we're going to go about achieving our goals and dreams. This is where we look back at the beginning, to the beginning. Not to grade 8, no, but way before that. To the time when we learned our ABCs. No, not the ABCs we were taught about in kindergarten, but the ABCs of life. Now, these ABCs, they share something in common with the song by that band, Blackalicious. I believe it's called Alphabet Aerobics. And as I share this alphabet of life, of Matheson, with you, feel free to give encouragement in any form if you hear something you like. All right? Okay? Okay? Yeah. Okay. We will remember these. And I'm sure you will all agree that when we take these with us towards our prospective futures, we bring with us the key to success. Because we will, A, accept all challenges. B, be brave, believe in ourselves, and break through our boundaries. We will C, carry out change courageously. And D, dedicate ourselves to determination. We should E, exemplify excellence. And we will F, fight for each other faithfully. We will G, get good at getting good. And H, have a heart for all that we do. We will I, inspire and ignite passion in others, as well as J, justify our choice. We will K, keep on keeping on, and L, lead as well as learn. We will M, make the most out of each day, and N, never give up. We will O, overcome all obstacles, and P, provide proof of our proficiency. We will Q, quit quitting, and R, remember to keep running the race. We will S, strive for supreme success, and T, trust others and treat them with respect. We will U, utilize our understandings, and V, value our virtues. We will walk the extra mile, W, and X, examine and x-ray ourselves. We will Y, yearn to yield the best results, and Z, zoom to the top with zeal. This is our voice, the voice of Matheson. All our voices together, as one through the school. Today is not the last day we stand together as peers and partners, but the first day we set out as fellow brothers and sisters. We will never forget our fateful time at Matheson and all our shared memories together. We will bring the voice of L.A Matheson tonight with us wherever we go, as we show the world that we can make a difference as the best of Matheson. There's only one thing left to say now. Congratulations to the L.A Matheson graduating class of 2016, and a huge thank you to all those who have helped us to get here. Now, I know I'm not supposed to do this, and I actually can't, because I can't drop these mics, but hey, Obama did this. Class of 2016, we are out.
Thank you, Wesley. So before you leave the stage, I would like to ask your parents to come to stage, please. Your parents to come on stage. And I would like to ask Mr. Mazhar Kowasmi from Golden Tree Jewelers to present Wesley with his gift and flowers for his mom. Thank you. Please stay on stage for another second. Mr. and Mrs. Liu, please come back. So thank you to Golden Tree Jewelers for your generous contribution in recognizing academic excellence for the last 20 years, and to your family. We will take a little pause and have Mr.